omo kotrasia omo hwe law no the issue appear could be very same attach raising about the constitutional referral court of probation. The issue about the evidence I buy any the way judge you know actually the betting no court of appeal nipa me sabe trase no ma hwemu fufuro na the yet say omo hwemu a say judgment no any Mmra anko na is not supported by the evidence on the bo judgment negu mukai atu forcing case na atu forcing case no judge sewa the high court judge no di asem no odi tia atu forcing say atu forcing solution of no case no oboguye no then atu forcing ye no echo appeal no judges court of appeal judges be so trans no almost share the evidence in you know mienu any judge sewa anya adwen almost say judge no power fast di asem no anya adwen omo ni adwen enti omo rule 3-2-1 judge akabofo any judge Asante Edward Asante a rule and atufoso enya nitim die ena ma ene atufoso aye free a wotuma ko finance minister inti chamo to me all hope is not lost now inti ajuboko every before ajuboko na legal vacation e room next week na be court ko jina hume yeba in October to be born say by October no now all the record of proceedings any when they say no they are transmitting from the high court no near the court appeal now me body say the speed at which judge you know any do assembly the same way that me press say high court judge supreme court appeal judge so this that speed but share two cases are pending for them bakuye appeal against the submission of no case and a second one here appeal against the judgment and the sentencing. And you know, judge me sabe traso. Judge me sabe traso where na ye no mo nyadwia na ko Supreme Court. Na judge enu akotraso. Say judge enu traso na anye ya na judge 7 akotraso na aye final. Until all hope is not lost yet. So those who are jubilating, me was some kakra ekachire mu. Bible say Proverbs chapter 24:7. Proverbs 24:17-18. Moi, mu jubilate. Say, yet there's such amount to me 20 years. Any day. Jubilation no be. Omo mu jubilate, you know. And this is only day. They say, Bebe, Attorney General, Deputy Attorney General, Nya J. Pebumu Enya J. Black Rasta mo Enya A+ Ehuru Black Rasta Ehuru. All those who are happy because Chairman to me has been jailed 20 years. Because Chairman to me is in pain. Because Chairman to me is down now. All those jubilating, no mention your Bible letter. And your case so muntie. Proverbs chapter 20, it goes for you all of you. Obi be around jubilating over Chairman to be predicament. Mention your Bible eka. Mention your Bible to so. Proverbs 24:17-18 tells you not to be happy when an enemy falls or stumbles, because the Lord will see it and will be displeased and potentially turn his anger away from them and towards you. Or see no when in this say nya utan no wa hwiase ana asemato no e ba ne say na behu no hu anani nje na the befu show no na me de be ba so. Proverbs 24:17-18. It is also, Proverbs 17:5. states that whoever gloats over disaster will not go unpunished. Obi biara na ni agi say a sign na mania to obi no. Sa ni pakono Bible say oja no to punishment aso die bi wo so. If you dem ko Abadai chapter 12. Abadai 12. Or see warn the nation of Edom that they should not have rejoiced over the destruction and distress of their fellow brother, because God will pronounce judgments. It's Bible said me careful mo ni nye na say me hwe ase am sorry. Eti obi biara owo badwimba o so nyame na onim se nipa yen se hwe enne ya wo hoden ochina etubi yare enne etinkomu ochina etubi wu enne yenyaje ochina. Bible said there is time for everything under the sun. There is time for everything. There is time for time you'll be happy, time you'll be sorrow, time of you'll be born and time you'll die. Until the say wo badwin ba na che wo fie nyansa. The moment obi asama ba wakwa huyeye mu no, when you jubilate say you have incurred the wrath of God. It means that you're not a brother keeper. It means that you are trying to tell God, say, Sani Pakuru Peno Odiboyeni, on your deserve it. As I said, the whole Ghana no Galamsea. Chamawu to be po ya kodiso Galamseo. But Mudi Galamsea nya so chamawu to me. Teacher must Galamsea koso Ghana nya no chamawu to me wakare ya cross. Ena moko bona say uncle 20 years. Meanwhile, omo mu jubilate omo kasa nyano omo kasa ebushia ye Galamsey omo yiri mu ye Galamsey omo kumu ye Galamsey omo yiri bi ye Galamsey omo party ye Galamsey omo company director now o hwe no ye Galamsey ana gold ye tu illegal mining na ye wo Ghana no da so koso insunu say forest no say NDC for ye na maka ye dim say Galamsey no eson call ye na ya dane no ama nipa baako yetio na ye ni agi say nipa baako no waso ye Galamsey fo boni nia no da kwase no mu a ebe da ni na me ebufu shimba man no so man a ye di boni amafo di boni ni ka say aben mu no boni e koso aben mu ni ka say corruption any mining na e koso make us say obi ye mine the move mine e koso go board Galamsey fu a omo ye mine na ye ko chi omo a omo calculators ye hu bi fa and ye to gold fi Galamsey fu ho omo mugusu say so Galamsey is still worse na say omoya intently ni eni ho omoya there is so much injustice say you push Galamsey to an innocent solar. He has not been accused of Galamsey, but they say the one they say obi use the land I Galamsey. The people don't use land they call balance no on the no so onko na on land they call use you no onko 20 years yati nyame ati some will tell no say you see you will judge among to me and then judgment no and judge report judge there or the Mmra na ye juma but ya ti echi na ya judge it among to me say or deserve it you need to go de no yenna nyame bufu hwe beba ye so because ye ni penya Bible say ni penya ye boni na nyame no nyam aboyin obi ani wa otri wo mamu there is no righteous let all men be liar and God be the truth 50% mama so e ko se kwala wo no Ghana bia no ye boni mu na ye wo yen na ye gusu ye boni ye gusu di ntro ye gusu ye Galamsey ye gusu ye corruption ye gusu ye committee crime ye kum nipa ye hihye ye sese ye manipulations judges for omo engage in corruption edaso jis sika na omo ye intentry omo mantenti ni ejuma they are there police for omo gusu ji bribe ememu soldier for customs for asofo a omudi nyame edi elbow pole any civil society a yakwa na ya police abo ashomu sa ya no mu nya any yantimafo na yegusu ya say kalabule and ya bo pole wo memu no say we rejoicing over chairman we to me predicament nyame bufu baba onu say nyame so be start ajeji wo obehwe wo a wo rejoice no bisa say enti wo a wo rejoice no oya why na homo and you get to know say the consequences will be too much for you we dey dey we dey asre that me am say na mo be say obi fu say chairman to be ko 20 years who told you embomu enchira he has been declared political prisoner. That's how we see it. He was targeted, destroyed, and jailed 20 years. But thank God, jail 20 years out. At 30 years. 30 years, you should not buy Winia. You be free no. And I been chairman Mama Fiwa. President Biabu will free chairman to me. Trust me. I said you could talk about free chairman to me. But maybe I'll be free chairman to me. Because we to be no. In criminal jurisprudence, because a criminal law was say it is better say you free 1,000 prisoners than to jail an innocent soul. It is so be a to be so. Arabia be Mmra or mine in the system. That's my fear. If he is genuinely innocent, anybody who partake in jailing chairman to me wrongly, and now any injustice made to chairman to me, they have any consequences. And when the legal and spiritual consequences matter, and you can't dodge it. That is why I've never rejoiced over somebody's predicament. Because me too me nye pe me me sinto me too fi to me wo me na yemu no bonya me di wasase so no say yesi ye ajeji a kame ense me tra ha me no ye na de na me nye ye de be na me nye ye boni be na me nye ye wasase so ne humobro de be na won so a won hwe me no nyeye jeji se we gana ha no ayi rade e to be na me hwe ya se me na mo ka anas expose a ye hu jeji so mo je bayire ni for say aponchi o mo ji akade ya mo di sie boni ye di e wo memu ya ye fa ye ri mo chi jeji ni bi ya mo fa o mo yi mo chi scandals amadi gu o mo so and you know, police for soldier for ahemfo asofo na hina na otri Ghana who is righteous and who is without blemish. Yesika yedi wo memu enso ye oton enti Ghana obia yusu we means kwa fa so be yesika no say you subjected to street proof. All of us will be wanting. Those who are married today because mama have come to power say you're subjected to street proof to me. How you got the money? Will be found wanting. Nyame pe no nim emiti masem. Enti na obi asemba na catch na me say nyame mo bo wate. Na dia to chairman to me here. Nyame ma no bi to me. Na me sua de wo mu. But I ko rejoice e ko bo say a nyame bi fuso beba wo so. Hanetie nyame bu fuso beba wo so. Enti adwoboko chairman will have the day in court. Court appeal bekasa. Supreme Court so bekasa. Say na me pay chairman will come out and he will come out strong, healthy to continue what he knows how to do. But what we should not forget is the galamsey that is still going on, the hypocrisy in the system, the pretense, the as if, the kind of say double standards, selective justice, and in Yachima, Yagusu Yawabebo, and what Ubia, because nobody is clean. No, I tell it again, from the Supreme Court to the last judge, everybody has issues. Everybody has issues. And we issue know any about corruption, but any about moral issues, integrity issues, transactional issues. What you will be able to resist and what you will not resist. Until unless expose came, we didn't know that judges could collect bribe, but it shows. And Judge Atukuba have said it. Say there are judges, some judges who they are more than injustices. Atukuba during the public lecture or say judges in the Ghana almost check injustices because they don't deserve to be judges. And then Judge Atukuba said it, and only a Supreme Court judge. And anybody who have encountered any judge being me too. Say me a lawyer, me papa. Obi a family client being. It's a difference job in. And I mean 100%. Lawyer, me do my no. My 100%. I can't be 100%. I can't be holy. I have my shortcomings. I have my challenges. You're threatening yes. I net here. Abrabo is I net here. Also for be any 100%. Also for be a when soon talk. Ebi also for be no dey any okron. Obi no dey any. Se ape. Obi be dey map. Ebi musu dey any. Wagade. Everybody has challenges. So let's be very careful the way we judge one another, and let's be careful the way we rejoice. Now, I'm a person, producer. I'm happy about some comments about what you're to me platform. Producer, but you're bobinam it's if you ensure now you're found too young for. The Modiana, if you ensure you're found too young for. The producer said, I already are, but now you're found too young for because it's very interesting the way we are handling Chairman's suit case. Chairman will come back. That is my prayer. And that is the prayer of everybody. Never rejoice over the predicament of your brother, says the Lord. Never. Never. Because the judge who sees secret knows our heart. Every hidden thing. The biara yedi see wa Abrabo no. Ebe date. Because on the day of judgment, no, our works ebe go through fire. Or I say, hey, na nyame bie ni ama ye ni hu ni ama ye wo memu a anka ye mo bisubo ye rejoice because dudua wo memu no ebo Ghana kron no dudua wo memu no egusu ese yesu dudua wo memu egusu eji demede dudua wo memu no egusu catechonist dudua wo memu no egusu ye bone etia oman no ene nipa, and we are all pretending to be righteous. So I see people like Kevin Taylor say onye papa. Oh no, say boy no onye papa. Because when you be and so rejoice over every coming because he's more than a criminal or not or a crime because he is a criminal. It is a conduct in a criminal conduct. So you can't be and can say you jail the pie Kevin Taylor. Captain Span to the same thing. Nyama Captain Span a year during another time no. So you jailing go for Captain Span to you in jail. Black Rasta there onye papa. Black Rasta there onye papa obi otu story friend say parliamentary term so a criminal minded person say who should record that criminal minded person e could did and what e chiko bo krono me mu ni asori omo say we na enyo no pe wo hwe omo sorry tia omo sorry jubilative for tabamuto no you could see say credibility is an issue when you put them one on one. They are all committed crime before. They are all not clean. They are not clean, not even to jubilate. And Nanado show mercy. Say next time NDC for violating the law, no one taking revenge. He prayed for second chance. That's what Nanado did. That what could you double salary? Nyama NDC for you nyano Nanado at the chomo. To the extent say judges are more cases are involving NDC appointation. None of the judges was willing to fast track the case and to jail. Mutibium. Bra Nanado wapawado. Judges are not NDC case started free at 240 case. They were not in a hurry to jail at 240. 2 official proof case. They were not in a hurry to jail. Kobado 4 case. Collins Dawad case. What did I say? And a lot of the criminal cases are. And then Mama Baya obey enter another process. Now Nado did not put pressure on the judges. Neither did they call for jailing of them. Nado allowed the system, and the judges was smart enough. They didn't want to have issues with the government that will come, so they play it safe. Justice Asiedu refused to fast track the case involving NDC former chairman. They said it transfer for almost about 5 years. He was smart enough. Over all the cases at NDC for time. Yet trial mono. None of the judges was eager. And that table turning, you know. You don't want to be a child saying the judges so smart. These politicians, they use and dump you. Into judges who are smart, no, play it cool when another was in power, and they are benefited because system is such a way say politicians there, they always want to take advantage. Omo opportunists, omo kofubia, omo no politics that omo taye budi for they almost say agendas because of power. They do everything for power, and then let not anybody rejoice over oral or nothing. Oral have achieved nothing. Oral have achieved nothing. Chairman to be case any oral, any about looting. Chairman to me was not an appointee of government. Chairman's case in a mining Mmra Act na what accusation say or the man will be only in case of permission. That's all. So Chairman to me it's not about oral. What is important is that you understand that life, anything can happen. But the producer, so we have pacho, Bomodiana, me video sa me de ma ono. Bomodiana bo na etifo and share. Bomodiana bo be also be say.
Samson, let me to prosecute what I call political cases. Because there's a justice delivery system in which the judges are not by themselves in a hurry to prosecute people, that to adjudicate matters. You could go and do an audit of the adjournment mechanisms in the court. If you do a proper audit, you see that look, cases are treated in the normal course of events. And a judge could tell you that look, I will adjourn this case. Some people can even, some of the judges will even adjourn 2 months, an adjournment. Okay. So now this is a special case. They take it to a special court. And the judge will tell you that look, you can't go to another court and then maybe do a case whilst I'm waiting. You need to come to this court and then we proceed with the case. What is the meaning of that? It is ministering to the generality of our people. Now let's do an ambulance trial relative to political cases. But when we come to the civil cases about land matters, the same energies these judges are using in trying to adjudicate criminal cases, are they applied to civil cases? That if you got a very good land case, a judge will tell you, like my previous situation, come to court at 9 o'clock, and then let's adjudicate till lunch time, and then go and have lunch and come back, and I'll close at 4. Are the judges giving, their energies to the political criminal cases, but the rest of the cases which are not so, or other criminal cases, they won't give it the attention? So there is a good grounding for the position that as if the judges are in an ambulance mood to jail people. Let me tell you something which is frightening. Justice hasn't gotten a political term of 4 years. And when some people are saying that let's run an ambulance of a justice delivery system, then we are saying that, oh, we are trying to placate Jubilee House. because they are interested, together with their constituencies, that people should be jailed. So that they say, this is a very serious government. If you are very corrupt, we're going to deal with you. And guess what? That kind of frenzy in NDC and in Jubilee House, you will not find expression in the court of competent jurisdiction. A court of competent jurisdiction wouldn't want to care about the fact that, how many people can we jail? So they will say that we are politically consequential. No, that is not justice delivery. And this is my chief concern. So, for instance, when we said we wanted the judge to consider the constitutional matters, something, all that you need to do is that, look, I want to make a referral to the Supreme Court, and then the Supreme Court will come out with its decision on the constitutional matters raised by counsel for the accused persons. And then that should be the way I should go relative to the decision I've given. Guess what? The decision had been put together already. The constitutional matters and even the motion to move them did not minister to the judge at all. And the judge had the judgment written out before, we look at the issue of the motion. What is that ministering to everybody? Now look, I'm ready to, do what I want to do, and I will not be persuaded by any constitutional matter. That leaves much to be desired. So there is a serious grounding for the proposition that judges who have political cases to deal with are in an ambulance mood.
Two elections, you know the people you promoted in this insult fest. You know the people you promoted who maligned everybody in this country. They respected no elder. They respected no chief. No corporate executive was spared except their NDC. You kept quiet. You said absolutely nothing. President Mahama, most of the insults, most of the misinformation and the maligning was done in your name. You know it. You didn't pause 1 minute to disavow it. You've nurtured a monster, and now it is grown, and people are latching onto that. They feel it is okay. Please, don't underestimate what the ordinary person learns from the people at the top. They feel it is right. That's why they are doing it. Please learn the lessons. This is not how to grow our democracy. Free speech is a sacred constitutional right, but it carries responsibility. And those of you who are doing this, including journalists, you make it difficult for us, the advocates, against the repressive legislations that are being used. It is not a permit for lawlessness, nor is it a shield for foolishness. And that will be my take. In the lead up to...
I think, sir, Captain Smart was jubilating. No, me say, Captain, no problem. Who's Captain Smart? What's your problem? Sir, so no. Now, we pay MPD. Oh, that's it. We pay MPD. Now, Captain Smart in DM people in the scandals. Issues that Captain Smart will go Abrabo. Oh, yes, yeah. Now, we could DMP. No. the movements Captain Spark that regarding them more. Hey, and I'm Kaswa within say chairman of NBC. Never what kind Captain Smart. And Captain Smart, you see the things that we know about you, we don't want you to start jubilating. We want to be far better than you in every area of your life. Abrabo when you move to a have. And you never come to one have. So stop the stupidity. Stop the nonsense. This is not the time for you to jubilating. You say, join what form? Because we should say, I'm not for any more. So much more. Won't say NPP were vindictive. He should have been in jail by now. So please, I don't think say. And then President Mmra, I think if you now, you're the amount. Jailing people for free speech, no, it's not the best. You have a legacy that you have to protect. I cut less than 2.5 years to go. If you want your legacy to be, say, people who engage in free speech, and then maybe you tokunu, ebe saking kofo, ebe jeli chebon to me, then I think say your legacy will not be the best. Because whether you like it or not, you give power. So me Pabone say, yen share na yen so be kwa mani mua. We don't jubilate. So the Bible can, you know. The moment you jubilate, you attract the wrath of God. Now so far as when they say osofo waha na ebi waha nkwa die. Ebi once be space me bi da. Meni o. Apollo bi achim. Apollo bi achim no. We dey kafra. Apollo kitwa intino. We dey we for check betro. Matias. I'm no follow. Space. Intino. Yebi. We dey me be hu anka. We no dey ba. Apollo no.
Apollo dey yafane normally na ni nyina ya na eye symptoms ema glaucoma because say I know ebelusu pressure eno na this ane ma na de eba eno eba ni say na ensuo be gina ni ne so ye emmo edi say ensuo ni ntimi mpia eno na de amaman na be fa ni ne so nto a obeda be sore ni na ni na ye de akata untimi nti eba ni say enye sa keke eye wo yankasa because light is so untimi nye de enhwe light untimi nhwe kanea na say eni ni so ayo bisi eno no mpempi no entanche obi o ha 1 week 2 weeks na ate de eko ewumu ebesa ye de aba enti se 1 na mo entemu a ebekwa kofa hawaye de akese de abro because glaucoma na betimi detect with training obi o ha 5 years 10 years 15 years and over ansa na ye de eyi ne ho ade enti mire be pie no na ese ye ni na ye
di agro na ebi kura bi di agro
once ye da bia ye she esim ena esi no mpempi no obi afa ne se se wo steady ade ya once esi no mframa na firi mu ye de eba titru ye drivers no ye sa she esi no ye wuru ye glass ye de esi nti ye ben front view no de mframa ne nyina wani so na ye de efa enu timi ma pressure ye de ebe ni ye de eso ena ye na ye hwe ye ti laptops enim computers enim TV screens eno so no etimi ma pressure ye de ebe ni ne so obi wo so wo drive ne glass no wo rubber form ne mframa na efa ni ne so na ni ye de plunsu eno so timi ma pressure ne ye de eba ye maame mu omu wo ja ho omu di je ne ye nuane ye nua mema mu a omu wo so me omu twa nua omu a omu to phone fo na wisie chese ne ma bebre timi de ye de ediba ne mpempe ni ye na ye wo office no ya adwene nye de enko sa na ye ma ne so senke na wo hye wo glass ye wo glass ni bi wo ha ebo ani ne ho ban a emma problem bia ma ni ne ye de eso etinka screen anim na wo ti a enka wo hye bi even though kra ye phone say na kwase broni ye phone no wa ye bibi di amaye ya se light na blight be bla betimi ye de amaswa ye de ati na phones ni bi wo kro mo di ato say almost say night mood o say eno say no eni nye white et say blur et broni kro nim say phone na wo hwe so sa na betimi di problem aye dey a blur wani no et wa ye sa de ni ye dey ewum enso obi betimi ekura na fun fra no pa akwapem anwumle eno no obi di ene ginani
obi kura on da kora phone susu
so ho
am I to be now
pa
no man to be now e phone na ewura
se adwene no ho na adwene no ye de ewo se obi epede e wo system ni ma ye de ehu enti abasa na e di problem be ye de ebebre wani no ene na obi wo wa phone ni kura na jese wo de kwa chire yie pa ansa na wo hu obi so wa jese wo de ben ni ase ansa na wo ye de wo hu mesro tumirika na bra ABA Herbal Clinic na urade mfia so nye de ya medase na meda ahwefo asiba bibia fidi kesi ekoduru bia monfa enche ye pa because dodo na abakumase clinic a mo ba de yatum ABA Herbal so fata na menemo kase monfa ncheme ye gunsiesie so ewo kumase na minimisi betimi awie no enne na nkanyambo a wachine juo ne brada ya ye adwuma enso yentimi nyede enwie ye me bompa se ebia from Tuesday Wednesday na bibia yede aye okay etimesre mo amu kumase ne mpatamu no momfa ncheme se mo ba na ABA Heba ya to kumase office ni mu a ensiesie kakra gusu ayeye de ye enti mo amu kumase no mesre mo momfa ncheme nyame ya aduma ene radio ni TV ni ntino se ye wie ho aduma na ma na so na afia beba be na so amamo ayede amahu enti se de kumase office no ya hold kakra ye nsisi etoto niema mienu miensa bi ye bewie enche bia enti ye nwie kumase de no mo amo ben enkran mo amo ben doma hinkro ABA Heba ye adwuma nyame ya do ameka se manu si ya na dua mitu akọ akra sanete wachina anopa ko mikoduru ya na metena se de aye adwuma enti mu amwo kan ne mpatamu ne de nyame ya adwuma wachina ABA Heba osofo ata metena se ewo kaswa millennium adade last stop ehona metena se de aye adwuma na sene so se doma ahinkuro ye wo apia kubi coastal no brada jom ho a ene ye wo enti mu amwo bunu ne mpatamu ni nyina momfa mani nkire doma ahinkuro se da bia mekano no mu amwo eye gos ne mpatamu no kwada ne ye wo da bia ye betena se wo Genesis FM premises wa ena sahwifo ni nyina so efiada bia ye trase wo eye baabi ani adehye FM ensese de mesra mu kumase ena mu nsiesie ni ntino ya hodu kakra a ye nya adwuma etise oba kumase nyame ya adoma wachina ABA Heba Mmra ne ya tumtimesra wo mu amwo ho ni nyina wo de mu mfre se de bia mo ye no mu mfre na se mo fra ye hye adwuma se be mo ye de ehunu na mo se wo ben enkran ana oben do ma hinkura ubetimi ene ABA Heba enya nkitahudie ye den ewo ho ABA Heba se de bia mekanum to ma hinkuro ena aso ekese no ewo ye wo brade jom apia kubi coastal na kire ope ene ewo saaso na okwa kasua ye wo Millennium City inside eye adade last stop Millennium City inside adade last stop it is Central Region Greater Accra for Oti Region Volta Region Savannah Region for ni nyina muntumrika na munhia me wo kasua Millennium adade last stop kasua Millennium adade last stop fa number no ne frɛ na ABA Heba nurses ne beje o ofeso odone ntiase so kuru yemu enkyeremu bi a wo pe bi obama won sa yede aka etimu amoben enkokofuo ni nyina mu amobetimi akonkran no kan hunu se obekumase begie dru na wo adru asa na akonya ne wo ho a wo de ofre ya ye de nuo ni bibe firi nkran ma won sa yede aka na se wasu betimi aba akra de a mesro se obetumirika no wayede na waba bomode na bra na twedi ampo nyankopon adanse ode ahye mafrumu ma adanse ode awura memu na wonam me so eje enkrofo na oyi nkrofo firi yade akurankrom titiri wona wani eha wo no tumirika na ni ABA Heba nyankitahudie na wo so wonsanye den enkabi ABA Heba da bia me kasa yade a me ye ho adwuma edoso yie pa na enanse maredelu wo ani ehwemu nti ne ebomidi ane yade ani na tato ne nyina ne se wie ye blemu yi menam dia bibiduro etu ani flase ewa abra menye wo pressure men so ahweniwa men fredo so yede ewu wani ne so mem wodura ma de ko fredo ane adi koko na abedi a wudi bi agum enkwan a wudi bi yede agum aduro ne fantirima famogem betrema beyem adwuma ebepetire ma kumtire kro na abani no so abawo so mani na yeden atia ekwa enyeden emabiem edise wani no so ye owisiwisi eye okantan eye okusu eye okabisi eye osede ententan wo so no anopa wi anwumre wani no so ye ofita sede ebo asie na tumrikana ni APA Herbal Clinic enya enkita hodie se ye glaucoma cataract ete wosu tumrikana de ebra na twedi aponya gopo befam so ama yaresane fa hodie de aye wodia na se no se APA Herbal maso ye nye operation wo ho yen sha hwehweniwa yen fredo so ye de enwu ye ni so minro no eye adusama wo de ko fredo ane na ye de edie koko a wodi bi agum enko ya wodi bi ede agum eduro ne fantirima famogem ebetere ma beye mu adwuma ebepetere ma kumtire ne mkro na abani no so ba wo so ama natia ekwa enyede emabiem edise wani no so ye owisiwisi eye okantan eye okusu eye okabisi tumrikane ni ABA Herbal enyan kitanhodie se da bia meka no broni abranter me na mede kwaye bletuom abafie da bia eka mesime clinic eho efe yie pa na ubo wura clinic ho so a ubo wura clinic ho a eho efe no enyina echi no edua bia haban bia ababia ahoma bia abna bia wo se wuhunu bibia so eho wonsa be den ebeka ne nyina nsa me maso e wo meto tablet ho wo meto capsules ho ensu aduro bia nyeden eni ho eye oba ne wo se me mawu ensu aduro a me amedi nubra ne hahama ne enkohini ne abra ne mawu wo ko se ne dido wakono awade yeden anom sanya saso a enua na mesi aye ne powder esama wode kwakọ fredo ane ede edi edo na kokọ a wodi bi agum enkwan a wodi bi ede agum edo na be fantima famogem ebetre ma beye mu adwuma ebetre ma kumtire nim kro na ba ni nso ba wo so mani na ede atia ekwa enyeden emabiem edise wani no so ye owisiwisi eye okantan eye okusu eye okabisi eye osede ententan wo so no anopa wi anwumre wani no so ye ofita sede ebo asie na tumrikana ni APA Herbal Clinic nyankita hodie na twedi aponyankopo enfams na yaresane fa hodie enya wodia je number no osu betimi afresi esi a na de wonti ase no wayede wabisa number no eye 0531
0531
78
78
06 51 0531
78
06 51 and 0541 56 51 99 0541 56 51 99 Vodan aya 0502 81 21 61 0502 81 21 61 ABA Herbal your numbers eno also free na de won't ase no why dey wabisa ebia utie me wodi no aya glaucoma Debi ameka mese glaucoma no akanfo freni hintefraye yade a ehinta esie nipa dakro pena abese wani na yede edi ama akwasi broni se anu nyede eni aduro ABA Herbal memonya ho entiate no wanya nkyiremu se twedi ampo nyankopon wonim se yade bata nipadua no hono eno ntin wode abane ma yese yeni abano ne fa ha no nyede ensa yade edabi ameka se yade bi wo na wunya nya anu aduro menkondemi menkasa yade na no nyede eni aduro ABA Herbal hwehwe metira kwana me hunu se aduro yede ewo ho ekwa be na glaucoma ne fasoba na de na ede yede ede ba doctors na ma yenya nkyeremu se eye entini na de yetini na sa entini no ene ma ye nini ya adwiri nya nkita hodie sa entini no pressure eba so a ene ko fa sa yede glaucoma ne yede edeba na enanse enteda training na wontimi huru ani ne so na wontimi nsoso ma ne nko training nkoye mu adwuma no eno ntina kwasi buro ne si ano nyede eni aduro we na ma ABA Herbal de bia medical ne ase de yemfato ho de kirew se kania se fi ana esumbema ye pepem ne yeden ye pepem ho kania se de se fi ana esumbem na de ade bonso de passe de no still se fi ne yeden ewum ba de ade bonso de passe de insider o sa ebright na ehran se de me kase tro ne se yenso kania fancy passe ana kodo ase sika ne adua so na ehran amobia no ni pedua ne kania eni ani etimatthew se entrance ma wani tenu num ne se ni pedua ne nyamfa so bi anyeden efeso wo montena trade up onyankopɔ di APA herbal clinic osofo to osofo abrante osofo 3 days osofo rasta brunia brante no de be pie wo memu ase won fam so nyi wo mfiri wani fra yadem eze ye glaucoma bomode na bra ewa na wutiri pile wuti fatimi dwa ose ewa na ko ewa na aba obi wa na so ye no wusele ni kanike de no obi apampam tutu na fe kwatimi mfa ntuni tim no ayede wonunum tumrika na bra APA herbal clinic wodia no eye cataract ete tienie dabi ameka se eten ye omo awoduo mienu ye wodi epie aninim ne wodi epie anine so wako hospital doctor say eten na epie waninim ewo etwe ye hwenye de enyeye bomode na bra ABA heba se oboma so na mehwehwe mu ma mehunu se eten na epie waninim a memu adua ma de kofredu ane de eba beyi eten no epie anine so nana ne afi so ma anina de ate saa so na eten no esi wanini so ene wani batuntumu ye hunu amama fita na age wanini so yede afa oba memu waduro amade afredu ane dia eba benane etene free wanini so wa bra menye wo operation ebia wanteme nkantem wanini akwakọ no operation yade na side ababiem dabi ameka se yade no eye ne yade so nya ni yade eye trim yade panimfo se anibo ekotrim eti wanini bonkunka entene fa so yade aka na yade no wotrenim se wonya do be yetrenim adwuma na koyi ani ni kosiese na asa betu trem a dabi ameka se se woyi preko fa tiche be dwa no na asa na koto de chena no efina no be sa yade adore eti yade no wotrenim bra ABA heba beje do bi ko fredu ani di na meye trenim adwuma emeyi twa na ewo ani ni so no ekuro na ewo so no wani ntini na ayemre entin na atenu awade mfredu no so mesiesie ma anyi nsanye de entibiem eti wani ni akwa no operation yade na sa babie mu a enkeche usu tumrika na yede ebra je number no ewa bra na afiade de aketo so na sene so se nyame yadoma ebe wachina me trase wo kaso millennium eye adade last stop kaso millennium eho na me trase yede aye adwuma na wasane nso se doma hinkro ye adwuma wo doma nso epena de jom apia kubi coast na tire ope ye adwuma firi juada ekopre memenda kwasiada nkwa na nya de ye nya adwuma besi kumasefo no de mo fla wo wasi ye de aduro ma na ono ye de be ma na sa na tie hye nso ma me na ye wie ensiesie na ye be ma maso aye de ate je number na frɛ ewa be na afiade de aka eto so ama no number 0541
0541
56 51
99
0541 56 51 99 and 0531 78 06 51 0531 78 06 51 and 0502 81 21 61 0502 81 21 61
yeah, the doctor see ABA heba ye speciality said the doctor can anyone jumankasa ena ye share ni yesiesie na me pamochoma mu wekumase no asante mantem ne ne mpatem no nchemu na doctor de bae no sa pepepe ne timpamochoma da Roma ane waya resa ho hia yen enitin da bi eguso ye bode wuro sade be ya wo no ma ba ya so ya be de ma ya resa mo ho ato wo nso benya ho chefa afim ma nso ho ato mo wo obi de ye namba na ama wo no ye be serew betima ye bookings ne kwa de ato ho no mo fra o se doctor me pesa me bada se oni nurse ni kasa ye be mo wo hunu da poti ya ye bie acha Tuesday Wednesday de ni ye wie nsiesie na ye no inside ye wie bibia no watimi ababa jo ya resa me pacho wa ba ho no nso pen ya ma woduro e bia kan cho se fi da se kwa babaji aduro a wo fra ye ne a be mo wo hunu se e bia Tuesday na Wednesday no betimi aba ananse betimi de aduro na ma no betimi de ama no na wa wo ma hoda ne de etwa se wo twen na wo ye bookings ne to se de be ya Tuesday Wednesday I be kumase de no ofre ne abantam a ye betimi ahwe wontam wakọ because woni say ye bie de a nyankopon ya do na Tuesday na Wednesday ye bie tum say kumase de ne start ye adwuma enipa bebu afaso ne be dọọso nti wo ye bookings no e de to ho afre na sini aka kye ne se besa me ba Tuesday na Wednesday say ye bie obeka akro no abantam abaje wa ya resakọ wa banso ne am waduru a pacho betimi afre ye se bia se beje adura na afre na ye di nkomo ne ye hu kwan fa so beboa ne mu sesi ayi de nyakopon ya adom ochena de nsiesie na ye no inside ho ne ye nwie ye guso a ye to aso ti pacho Kumase de ne nyame ya adoma Tuesday anase Wednesday ye baby nti kwaso na frɛ ne ne ni nkomo pese ye bookings abetimi abuki e de ato ne se de be ye bie ya oba ya no ne ye gina so ahwa wontem so ye speciality ani ho adwuma ne ye paacho akraka so millennium ne de eguso ye adwuma ene kwasie krampo no ebi mu koi ekwaje o mayaresa because ahwa na doctor fo no wo do ma hinkro enso so eguso ye adwuma ne de bibia nsi ye ho ye adwuma Kumase de ne pe na ye nsiesie ewo ye clinic wa ye nwie ye nti Nyankopon ya de beti ensefru ho wonkwa ho hia nto se ye ne ntem so se de oba betimi ahwe ama wanyu apomuden enu nti se wa nipa na ha odi a se oben doma ebono ne ne patam di a ne kodoma hinkwa apieku bi coast branded job paacho wo Accra on Cape Coast fo no asankofo no munyina obi apesa wo kwa Accra branch na asenfosufo no nyina betimi akota kwa ne takrade fo no nyina inche dade so pesa wo kwa no ma betimi akọ ubetimi akwa Accra Kaswa Millennium adade last stop inside one na ba bejo ayaresa ye sorry ye ya doctor to ankran fo Nyankopon ya adom chenjo oti akonyam dendenden wa Accra oja ayaresa me pacho wani na di mfie se hu ni sa aka echi wani na nsan ye nka echi mfama yen ane ebi ye heba ye ni mo ba ne nkomu kitapoma ye ni mo ba ne edom to drop mu ye ni mo ba ne nkofo na aso so omumu edom ba ne nso asedan Nyankopon se osofa to osofo rasta enam se bibidro kroji ne de ye adwuma na twere konkonsi eni aduaba fa ha ne sayare no oso onkwati na asem no ono nso ne de obetimi aye de abo adasaman no enu nti de ye de da samana nso do ho asem bi aba bejo ayaresa da bia meka so no nso ne dia twedi ampon Nyankopon de bo ne ba wi asese o meye emfa nye me ni umienu abepie wo ye kuro yi mu eye Ghana ha ne mu senti ba bia wo wa wote nka na anwumre yi bia no bra na benya sa adoma chede we so mfa so entena ho ma ne nyansa no aka se mi hu yanka satam so na aka echi twere kunkuni se Onyankopon kwoti na asa na anye bibi oro yeye se wankwoti de na osofo atase odi sa Mmra no so kakra na nyame kan se ni aduaba fa ha ne sayare odi sa Mmra no so enu nti bra na be hunu ha mu tumi se Nyankopon fa tumi ansha ha mu abla ne be experience ne ekoso ebiye heba clinic ya so ye me se wo mo ba no mo da drop mu nyina so na nka twede ampo Nyankopon ye mo drom ne kwafra mo aduane ne omudi abonse within 3 days enipa ne fra enhira po be hira wo no eya na nya asem keto no obaji aduro dia ye doctor na me nsa ase yo me dadam mfie nso me dadam mfie na me dadam obi ko hon ma busumi mienu miensa no hu ni se wadade because ase ne mre atwe ne niema kwa akiri enu tie nim de ye duro ne Nyankopon se ye nka no kwa se eba han pa de osofo ata na edikan enu se na bia me kan cho se ese kokromatu san ye ho gbopa okwa na wasan ba ye nim kofo bebra ebe ni pa de omu san ye ho ko omo nante ano masan bobu okoko se no kora na waba nanso hu de adonti no ba ye to ye bo asesan hwe esiesie no ema ne yakama esan de ma enu nti wani no entwen ma ne nyansa brada bia me kan cho se odwuma na ade yi hu ani se wunya ho minya ho nko enne ya redo to from a ho minua ba me ma me awitie me papa awitie me se ni na watwe baba na wakonwa na awote so no baba na obi te so because ye ntwen ma adwuma no so nampan enu nti wasa wutu ana mo na apre wa yaresa don hire ba ku mienu abedi no ebie heba clinic aso ye obi okran po ba within 30 minutes na de won say ma ne bia na ya ama no no okọ enu nti ntwen ma ne nyansa se me fam adwuma yi me ho ano na enne ya re account ho no ho na abeka sa adofo asa me se respond the body so wantie ni padua na ni padua ni betie mind the body system ni padua ni tie wo do ba to from ma me ni nkofo be ba no mu ji o mu hudi sin se de me ni mienu ye ji ye hudie no nanso abragra koma ne do o mu to from no ho no mu hunu se wiase we se mu yesum ampa ye mpa ne sa ni nti da bia metena sa me kasa with emotional minim de me hunu o yaso ye ho enu nti me mpese bi beto enu nti so wanya sa ampopo ye be oni padua Mr. the doctor kan ye na to ana montam so na me hu yanka wewe anu ni aduru me pa acho diabetes ne hawa nye ma minu bebre mo ba ya so doctor ansana mi benya ni fire ne diabetes ne di kan da ne hu adi ma mfa anya asem esan so nim se bi obetimi akwa abade bi ne ni ba no ho so ne nani efra pato diabetes ne yare ne ho ahomti ye pa to na mo na bra ebie he ba ye moa ye be ma waduro wo ba hu se be fi ni padua no ma ho ato na akwa fa ni fire amfa ambro no waka se mi hu yanka me pato akwa hospital doctor se wanya HIV mo ho ni bi e wa wi ni padua ni mu susu na bob bena susu na hya dem ne hu ne sanse wiase abawie ye bra ABA heba ye ni nkofo bebre ye ba ya afini omo ya sa omo yare wo HIV mu na nya asam keto ye tena sese ne ye kan ha beka sa yare ni ho ho pa wo ba ya so wa na be hu ne se nkofo wo sa o ha ni bi omo de bra ama ya sa mo yare ama mo ho atowo mo obi ho ko cheke ni viral load no de be chere no hu ko na ye ma so asena nka twedi amponya kopo se ma ne draw within 1 month ko cheke load ni bo se na so ate kra ba form kra ye gusu me na draw ko cheke bo se na ba be ye negative we ye niema ABA heba esisi ya so ye ho no mo a eya na bro adwene nti ase so ni tutu anamo ne be hye ABA heba ye ndro na ye na be hu ni sa ha draw we wonyame de tumi ahye mu ampa wo low pressure na high pressure me pa cho ntine fie nka se me pressure de no na be kumi eno ntimi nku we store na mo fa ho nko ade onyankopɔ be fa so asa yare ama ho ato pressure ba be da normal me si low pressure me fa ne kato ni tima kata tim ho de hu ato ato na nan wansie do pa cho ade onyankopɔ ka se be na asase so nya nyenwie ma me wo ma ne ho hia tutu na mo ne bra ye bi heba be jo ya be se fro ne ma pressure me da normal emfa ma tete pa ne nke se bo hu so be nya glaucoma ne nke nipa ne wo fie wo ha ne akiri enne ye nhwa de because atam ne be to abakwasam se ye na nanom ko afom obudua bi oni se dua ya mewi mimini mu nsuo mpa be yi amama na firi mani so na nsuo ne ye hu ni sa ha ne twe hu ehye hu mfa so de wo so ba ye bi heba ne be hu ni se tumi wa han mu na onyankopon de tumi na mani pa ba ko yo so fata so for rasta we studio ha na wote ye nka me se be experience bi entwa ma ne nyansa na ka se mi hu yanka me pa cho mfa yanka sa wo kwan wa me pa cho mfa yanka se mfa adroma no ye nye magician wo pa e wo se do fa process bi e wo se do fam te se wa kwa normal hospital na kwa ye ma wo no wo ba ye bi heba ye be hwe obi bi aka ma wo be de wo card te se do kwa ba bi ye ma wo no ye be take wo vitals ye be hwe machine wo head be screen from your head to toe ni ya hwe yare bi kwa hinta wo ni padua ma wanka sakra wo nya we ana machine be yare na apia me ye hunu ni e kwaso wo ni padua ni mu wo se advice to be advice wo se ma wo ho de be ma wo do ansana wani na nkasa na wo de ba ni afia treat to ase ama nwato enu nti bra ya so e ho no mo oba beje card 100 Ghana cedi ansa na akwa ko hu doctor ne nro ne de be ma wo no watu ya ho ka enu nti no nkasa wo kwan wa empanyimfo se kro bi wa kro bi to aso edidi kwan we nso enwa to na mo na bra e wo kuma se kwada so adwuna se market na chi hwa do ma yinkro apia ku bi coast bra da dwum e ho na e wa ye adwuma akra ka so millennium adade last stop inside ho na ye butu wa ye bo adwuma enu nti e bi e heba ye se ba han mu pa de onyankopon de tumi na maye e hye ye nsem nti se wo pa ya resa de abla ye ho na bejo ya resa free ho mpato menchia eye medofo bi eye maame adwoa ma adwoa ai wo ye nail se wo tonsu market inside ho na nyankopon hra medo papa ma adwoa nyame hra papa ABA heba bejo ya resa free ho
ABA heba clinic limited
yes
eye specialist
onyame kese
nyame kese ode Ghana fo ni ajiwa tu na usi kuma se na o yeru no be shika
yes kakra
o tina de on transfer wo
be we tina de me won knan me bompa se bi be duru bnada de ne kede me ye shase last week na nim se be timi e ba ye ntimi anye de
and kuma se for be free when we are so udi almost about 1 or 2 weeks to
offer is it the lawyer we are met
backlog ni ano
sanity
we know when say a new problem starting back
offer na lawyer o mo so dance here o mu di me ho dance here ye ena ade a enipa nya mugidie ne se on se me ndro no menyansi ho mi amedi nua na ma wankasa no wakono awade ayede anom sanete me de ma wankasa no wakono anom ena nua na masia ne powder me de mu akofra aduane ayede edi sanete me de mu akofra aduane edi enti edro no ndua no ehuode nru ewo mu nyina ayede ewo ena da bia me kasa me twedi ampo nyankopon na de maba asasi kura me ni abranti a twedi ampo ayimi a abosum ensuo enua ensamafo ahonhum nyina ayede etamachi eti se ye honhum mo se ye honam mo oda sa ho ayede ato ABA mencha mi nua baba mencha konfo ya owo enkranza mencha konfo ya e wo live ne so nti enkranza fo amohwe wuntumi TV monka je konfo ya se ABA heba ne nua be ma mesimi ye de metia no
mati nyamishra opa na onyo kese ma chef nyamishra mo se mama ho kwan ma ene maton me dwumadi no ebi nyame nhyira wo paa. Now let's look at one thing Ghana for. Now I want to address the president on it. Mr. President Mahama, and the cabinet minister, any spiritual fathers of the land, any civil society, they are in his camp. Any journalists they speak for him. And those who have joined the government, because President Mahama, whatever journalists are to be kebi. Na omo criticize government no watwemu ni akona be mu. Nti ama se sha no journalists do ano expect say your mama be twi nti say be bia President Mahama ye bia no to be kan wasem. Ade ba ko a president oya eye very dangerous ama wa ban mu. Eye say uhwehwu amanfo yadi Mmra etata itibafoɔ na yɛde institutions, the police, cyber crime units, na with the support of the judiciary, they go hard at people who express opinion and even share their frustration. There's one thing that I want to say in life, no, there is a reason why constitution can say freedom of speech is a fundamental human right. Fundamental human right meaning say eye bibia say onipa bia to me share na dwen. Freedom of speech is not a privilege. You boni person on kasa na bibi handa on expressing who. And there are so many various ways by which people express themselves. Obiwa onim kasa intino akakasa yes odi atem kakra ana okase ma no edi kakra ana ohuru kakra ana o chela dwi ewo jibiemu yese jibiemu a asaba okananya so bi eni obado okabi. Now the purpose of our constitution realize say in a democracy we allow everybody no one nyansa no nim nyansa no di atem the oka nsem nia no yamo kwan no mon kasa because kasa wo eyi hit Philippine adibako broni suro ni obi a oyedi the very big culture of silence say me koka ye be cheme eti de ewu munu enmunu na hye ne munu na adane borre na adane hit na efele adane aba na enyi woni mu na enyi ne ewu mu say ya nkofo no edu tem bia wan hwe ya nemu bayiye no mo kwan mo kasa ankeye Entina, it say, look, allow people to speak. Even somebody didn't try, use the truth to answer in trouble. Now, insult to educate them, say insult any. Sure, never the FPA say, what invite to be a why did you attempt? Now, that fight it, you change na ube ankofuno. Say hardened criminal. Say obi a odidi atem is being handcuffed like a hardened criminal. Now share the energy of police for the handcuff omo mudidi atem no ana omo kansema nyanse bi enimu no. The energy of police for the chiomo no. Akwe say the police is using more energy on people who violate free speech, people who abuse free speech than even armed robbery and other serious crimes. They are not using the same energy to go at people who are corrupting the system, people who are destroying our livelihood, people who are destroying our land, people who are engaging in all kinds of stealing on the street, people who are killing, murderers, and then murder. Abawo Ghana, we don't have the tools to investigate murder. Every murder be a cause be a police in Castro, name them. Fennec. All the murders are cause to be the police they are not channeling their resources in maintaining peace and order, but rather their resources now is to please the government of the day. What Mama can say, and he will fit you out. It will be our Mama attention, go after people who are not hardy criminals, but their crime is that they insulted, and you go after them, and then our judges are also not looking at the issue that can be from them. Say those who are being brought say already at them. No, there is a larger picture. There are people also there also doing the same offense. That is where my worry is. I can say the cyber crime unit attention is on those who don't support the government. Their review and then their monitoring is only on NDC sympathizers, food soldiers, TikTokers. That is where the monitoring is. Now you just NDC sympathizers, food soldiers, and they are doing all the damage, the insult, the misinformation, and the personal attack. Kevin Taylor, County Smart. And no Mopeo, Black Rasta, and a host of NDC media houses, traditional media houses, the language they will use, and the insult and the attack, the police the alcohol. They've closed their monitoring towards these people, and they only see those who are attacking the president. And see, when you do that, and you're only selective justice, but you see, you harden the people's heart. And my fear is that you see, arrest me, no jail me, my bread jail me, how long can you be arresting and jailing, arresting and jailing? How long can you be doing that? And people with reason, some saying people have, and when I say there are people who are saying that president, enough is enough. Stop the arrest and attack. Tell the people to stop the arrest and attack. President Mama, the box of you are ultimate person who is benefiting from this attack. Everybody in any share of attack in this country. Every public officer, and now be a public speaker, will be a kasa. You mean me too? I think I have not moved. Because those who speak, it's better said they will speak than to come and attack me. And you to media house, social media, not say Ampaw, you are stupid. I prefer that you coming to do personal violence on my body. So anybody did my term, it's far better say obefa abubo anatuo edebe bombe. I prefer attempt no because attempt the erutemia ni odi watem no kan attempt the and be sure bit say when I say can smart odi matem no me ya da because me say about brache no me we dey nim adua wo mitimu no ebi ni timu makosku chain no me we nyam chain no obi say black rasta dey jibie quantity black rasta to kasa nyansa bi anim but so say no apart from so she we na oya propaganda na oya gandam kontisika kan kwasi asem nkwasi jibi sem sa na black rasta. And you have some people when they attack you leave them, it's normal. Without personal attack, they will not have viewers. And the President Mama, please, enough of the arrests and jailing of people who just decided to express their views foolishly or immaturely. You see, because every time they are, look, when people are quiet, currently, once at Ghana, there is some any culture of silence too. President Mama, once you accuse the Nado of champion culture of silence, but you are doing worse. You are doing worse. You don't want anybody to express his opinion. He said, don't tell me who say, you see, the moment you don't allow Ghanaians to speak their mind, they'll do evil. And you get to a stage, you won't be able to make no bread. And my friends are when people now begin to, they don't fear arrest. They don't fear imprisonment. You will. In life, now they will be a selector no. Who say I didn't Mmra? If I say the man say, "Uber arrest me, so be jail me. Who jail me so be kwaba." What Argentina, instead of arresting and jailing these people, deviants, not call them deviants, they don't know how to talk. And then people are content creators. They when they do those things, they trend. What is more fulfilling? Say, instead of arresting them, no, the cybercrime unit and the police rather should invite them for a talk. If you say be a go overboard, invite the person for a talk. First, place the person in a position whereby he will be cancelled. And to what we say, Obi are committing wrong. Listen, police. I know the police. I've dealt with the police for more than 25 years of my life as a lawyer. And the case that go court to. Got a police service. The cases that you resolve at the police stations. And then you go court to. The police does a lot of out of court settlements. And so why don't you promote out of court settlement with those who engage in false publications and insult and attack and those media flashes, you know? Why don't you rather invite them, let them write their statements, caution them, advise them, and let them sign a bond? Say, if they continue that way, when the police arrest them, at this time, they'll prosecute them. Then you begin to teach them, say, oh, baby, this kind of language is not good. Educate them. And the court, I beg you, the judges in this country, justice is not your personal property. According to Article 125, you don't own justice. Our judges in this country, please be a matter for all. The judiciary should be seen to be correcting, not jailing opponents of the government. I was expecting them to say, when cases of that nature bar a misdemeanor, the third point of call for these judges, circuit court judges and district court judges, because these issues of false statements, for example, fake news, they don't go to the high courts. It's the circuit court and the district court that deals with it. Now, why don't you use the criminal justice system to do ADR, out of court settlements? Refer these cases to ADR for them to settle matters. Or if anything at all, the judges must begin to caution these first-time offenders. Judges have the role in sentencing, educate them, warn them, and then if you don't find them, because most of them don't have the money, the means. What you need to do is to take them to community services, sentences, or let them sign bond of good behavior, or postpone sentencing, or a small fine. But the bond of good behavior will be the best sentencing policy for every judge. Anybody who comes before you, don't treat the person as a hardened criminal. The jail, the police service, the prisons are full. We have paid so much money to feed the prisoners. There's a lot of sickness. There's a lot of stress. The prison service is overstretched. Resource-wise, they don't have the money to maintain the prisoners. There is overcrowding, disease outbreak, all kinds of pressure on the prison service. Then just Obi can say Obi Yabua Tino hardened criminals. How? Then the judge will just sentence the person 1 year, 2 years. What? I just want to ask our judges in this country, what do you get? What do you benefit when you are sentencing people? When you a judge, now be more criminal, on your umbrella, on your fraud here, on stealing here, on committing murder, on threatening to be life. The person is not engaged in third degrees, second degree, third degree felony, but misdemeanor because of insults. And there are no gown. Where there are remedies in the civil procedure to take those people on for defamation and let them pay heavy fines and heavy compensation. Our judges should start beginning to see these minor offenses as something that they ought to treat with mercy. But what are we seeing with the judiciary? They want to cut the eye of the president, jail this political opponent for the president to see, say you are doing good work, and then you'll be promoted to the high court. Is that what you want? Catch the eye of the president of the day? Why is the judiciary behaving like all of a sudden the enemy of the people? Judiciary, you are our assets. We are the beneficiary of the justice system. Judges, don't think that you are thinkers. Judges, don't be anti-human. Don't be wicked. Our judges should stop being wicked. Our judges should stop being vindictive. They don't dispense justice with anger and hatred. Don't dispense justice to be popular with the system. We don't need popular we don't need popular judgments. Because people will be happy with your judgment, you go hard. So that you have praise from the those who believe that why are there is doing well, then you are being marked for promotion. You see, when you are a judge, where is your compassion? Compassion for minor offenses. You wash your bad time. Oh, 1 year kodem. Now, 1 year kodem. What did it do to the system? What reform or deterrent? And at times when we look at social media, the way they arrest these people with the presence of so many police personnel, Jesus Christ. What are we benefiting from the arrests? Are we not wasting the nation's resources and the security energy on things that doesn't matter? But me have spoken. Don't prosecute in his name. Allow people. Look, everybody have been insulted in this country. Every president, they insulted Nkrumah. They insulted Buzia and Abrabo. They insulted, for instance, Ampaw. They insulted Akufu. They insulted Maurice, who is even a military dictator. He was insulted. Kufuor was insulted. Atamis was insulted. President Mmra, you yourself, you have been insulted. So what happens your second coming? All of a sudden you have become very very hard on free speech. We become very hard on people. I say the level of tolerance is gone. The President Mama we know, the Mama we know. Atamis mentored you. You were Atamis' former vice president. The Asumgehini, at least those qualities of Asumgehini, you should have learned that President Mans will never tolerate what you are doing, what is happening currently. President Mans will not be happy. Then I forget President Mans. Lawrence called President Mans all sorts of names. Attacks on President Mans. That's the meaning of my day. When people attack me, they say, forgive them. Even Anado, forgive a lot of people. We talk President Mamba, we thought you are God-fearing. We thought you are assemblies of God and you read the Bible. So if somebody offends you 77 times, forgive the person. Because they don't know what they are doing. Why is the assemblies of God men of God? What is happening? And President Mama will always preach the gospel when he meets the clergy. Pray, put on the godly nature. But no, you was here. No was here. You see, my worry is that where are the men of God today? Where are they? Where are the pastors? Where are the prophets? That is why I can tell you, I will blow my heart for Lawrence Tete. Statement or yeah. When you met to celebrate at Tamils, it's the 14th year anniversary. President Mama, we were there. Reverend Rosetta said that, look, use your last term to make friends, but not enemies. That statement is deep. President Mama is very, very deep. That statement is very, very deep. Use your last term. What is left? Which is we are left with 2.5 years, and within the 2.5 years, 1 year will be taken away from your predecessor. Your predecessor will take over in the 3rd year to do campaign. So you are left with 1.5 years. President Mama, stop hurting people. One, look at what we've done to Tokonu and the family. Tokonu today is hurt. Tokonu today is suffering. Tokonu today is weeping. Tokonu today has been deprived of the long-term livelihood. The husband, the children, the family, the friends of Tokonu are in pain. Look at what is happening to Chabawu to me. All his business, his account has been attacked. Jailed for 20 years. Jesus Christ. And the number of people who are being imprisoned, arrested, imprisoned, you are causing more pain and harm to people that are making friends. Today, I can say to President Mama, there are people within your party who applaud you. There are sycophants that will say that, oh, you are doing well. But I can tell you, wait and see. When you leave office, look at what is happening to the Nado. When President Nado was in power, everybody was praising the Nado. Nado show boy. Nado don't do wrong. People were complaining. And there were people in NEC, MPP, who saw nothing wrong with whatever Nanado was doing. They saw nothing wrong with Nanado's governance. They saw nothing wrong with Nanado's style of governance. Praise singers, sycophants, surrounding the president. Yodom, until he lost heavily. And then after losing, they say people turn around and said that he is responsible. And look at the kind of accusations that President President Nado is facing. And Mama, you say, I don't know. You just forgot that 2016, you went through the same crisis. 2012 up to 2016, you were the man of the moment. You were the man of the moment. Everybody seems to love you 2012 to 2016. Your Mama, Ababa say, Odi I say, Onapo, the kind of praise singers, you for Mama, wait for Mama. They to the sense that you lost the 2016 elections. And when you lost, for 8 years, everybody abandoned you. And I thought you've learned that when you are in government, people who come closer to you don't like everything that you are doing. Like I tell you before God the man, President Mama. The judiciary, the judges in this country, it's not everybody who's happy with what is happening. I can tell you for good man. Our judges in this country, it's not everybody who is happy with the resetting of the judiciary. There are people who are tokunus alive. There are some judges who are not happy with your administration. The way the judiciary have turned into that, they are not saying it. There are judges who will betray you when you leave office. The day you leave office, there are judges who will betray you. Currently, the judges seems to be on your side. Currently, you are winning all your cases. Currently, President Mama and NDC, you are winning cases all of a sudden. Every case, the deputy attorney general is happy. And they have lined up people. They win all the cases. Now the cases are won not because of the law, but because that is what the resetting and the order wants. Order wants jailing. So whether there is due process of due process, at the end of the day, there should be jailing. And the list of people that must go to jail. But I love one judge. Judge, his lordship, Akabuafu. And I pray that this judge one day should be the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. His lordship, Akabuafu. The reason why I'm saying that is he's one of the few judges in the judiciary that is so honest, very principled. And my little background shows that he was called to the Canadian bench bar, practice in Canada. Has been 30 years at the bar, 10 years as a high court judge, 1 year as a court of appeal, 2 years as a court of appeal, and 1 year at the Supreme Court. And I, lawyer Maurice Ampaw, the reason why I love Justice Akabuafu is that I appeared before him. He has forgotten. I appeared before Justice Akabuafu when he was a high court judge. Tell me, a case with the name, Mako court, Bako, me client in the car. Now me client pretend. Upper 6 months. Now can be body later to Krana or to be organized in Umbe. Because first court, judge do bogu to be client also. Now can 4 months. It will need 2 months. It have to use legal gymnastic. My strategy. So I look at the rules of court. Let me hear about this. I've lost in court. 1. Until because finally fresh rates. Now me pleading fraud. Now me pleading say the judgment of court 1 was procured by fraud. And it means say fraud dear. Once my pleading fraud no. There will be hearing. Long hearing. Now, case to call. Justice Akabuafo. His Lordship Akabuafo. I know you Supreme Court judge. When the case was mentioned, so meaning the moment I stood up to address the judge, the judge said, hey, I'm passing, sit down. Some of these your tricks. What is fraudulent about what you have brought here? That's what the so meaning himself make movement. Movement ni say me ko bring judge ni so. Say that what chime da. Besides, say what is fraudulent about this? I say look, these things some of us are above it. Ampaw, proof fraud. And so my lord, sir, once we have alleged fraud, no, it is only trial. Not say my friend, there is nothing fraudulent. Therefore, strike it out. Me rate no. You owe, go and pay. From that day, I have respect for Justice Akabuafo. So, or a justice who you cannot toy with. Very principled, very honest, a good judge, and a righteous judge. But he fears God. Justice Akabuafo. This judge must be a chief justice in the future. Because I just say what be academically to me is good. Akabuafo is good academically. But the master's PhD. And if you look at the judgments, high profile cases, Akabuafo no di. Pebu case, Pebu copyright case. Pebu Eko Chin the college lawyer. Say copyright ordinary joint investment. People wanted to do fraud. Akabuafo judgment may expose you Pebu. And go read the judgment. The way he addressed Martin Pebu. This same Akabuafo was the one whose judgments he ruled against the MPP government whilst MPP government was in power. He was one of those judges who freed Atufosin. He didn't want to please Senado. He looked at the law. Akabuafo, this is Akabuafo I'm talking about. He's the same judge. He found McDonald guilty for contempt of court for land case. McDonald, you know McDonald has money, and McDonald, because some people was power and have the money, he was trying to outreach somebody in land cases. Justice Akabuafo, in his judgment, said, look, you may know I don't care whether you are rich or you are influential. The law is the law. Jesus Christ, these are the judges we are looking for. And this is the judge who now, as Supreme Court, has decided a case on appeal and won prosecution that the investigators should stop being cool with complainants. And in that judgment, he said the duty of an investigator is to be honest during investigations, gather every evidence that will help in unravel the truth, even if the evidence will support the accused case. That's your job. And never hide evidence to incriminate or to kneel. And I went to the duty of the prosecutor. I said, prosecution, your duty is not to seek conviction to the attorney general. Nsem, listen to me. The duty of the prosecutor is not to seek conviction at all costs. connive with criminals, turn them as witnesses against the innocent people, like what happened in Temaun to me. We slapping the prosecutor at all costs, want to jail Temaun to me. You know, the criminal galamseyers, no, me galamseyers, no. Coach them, use them against Temaun to me, and got conviction at all costs without the truth. Just Akabuafu, I'm telling you, if he was to sit in this case, I don't think Samsra you will succeed. Because that man is too experienced. You will look at Ikum and Cole, those who testify against Temaun to me, as people who are not trustworthy. They are criminals. How can a criminal put accusation figure at another alleged criminal? That is why I'm saying that if this case go on appeal to the court and Justice Akabuafu sit on it, I know what he will do. And we have a lot of Akabuafus in the system. So President Mmra, don't think that the judiciary is under control. Our judges, you don't know them. So please, it's not everybody who will be happy with you. Ghanaians are watching you. The day you leave power, Nsem, President Mmra, Nsem, move across the president. When you see, you've got the people, you got the media, you got freedom of expression. So people are scared to express themselves. So now when we are out, then they are no more in chains. The way they will come at you, Jesus Christ, it's better to allow them the freedom to speak their mind. India and properties. Amount for Todaya na Obusro because Duduano Todaya. I'm for say Dino. When I say ne boy di do intino katasem and if you know Dino mo agent for no mubuomo obi wo do otudi o kire dan no nim say dan ko ya ton no waju transport enti bibia na person ka kire omo person mo to dan
ye beda etiefo di ase de tene say ene abrabo na ye bono obi bia ye obobra bia pese osi dan daache na wadem ama ne maso ayade anye be bia da akwantu etuko abrochi ni asa na ye strong properties here ai wo Kumasi City Mall asokwa ye no ba oba your office won ma de ya ne say properties bia wo pe bia so pass ase wo pe fie 4 bedroom 5 bedroom ato e wo Kumasi anko ade ye wo bebre e ho no na people say wo hu ni aso ye geni ye no be collins ama akohwe edina e wo ho no e na pepa na ekitaye no ona no so na ewi a unu ona no akasa kama ona ni nie usu nie ewi a ye nya obi a ye juice kansa na anase registration there be ye nya sa nti ewi bibia wi a na afede ya di wa den atoso kama ti strong properties no e dan bi na etwagu no we 4 bedroom kama o pass as wo tech e dey see hostels a oba ebi wo yo bebre da good location e wo tech kwada so top me wo insase be 5 e ho ameton kwada so top insase 5 e ho ameton e bo no so e da form ye be ma 3 months na dey tuatua me wo bi wo gye ase me obi wo ahojo ihia so da ban ye obi wo ha ye tonton ye wo da stadium ubetumi ato aye niye enso na twegu no anase ubeye hu yiye kakra ana obebu agu ni aye obotom enti ene open hostel esi ene hostel sika umpa obatek wa akote ho no eko aidiase ye wo bebre sase e ho a yɛ tonto ɛboɔ nso da fam kamakama eti strong properties yɛ wobɛtuma frɛ normal 0546 732018 yɛwɔ santase nso yɛwɔ 1 acre ɛwɔ santase etwa gu no ɛne Christian University ɛna ɛbɔ ho 1 acre na etwa gu no ɛno nso oba ɛboɔ no wɔ fam kamakama ɛno nso ɔba yɛ office wɔ Kumasi City Mall another friend no man 0546 732018 0546 732018 0546 732018 strong properties baby bia opɛ dan ɛwɔ adum yɛ obi wɔ hɔnom adum so yɛwɔ ɛdan hɔ a wobɛtumi de asi stores yɛwɔ bɛyɛ 5 ɛwɔ adum a yɛtɔn a wobɛtumi de asi stores ɛno so oba yɛwɔ trade kwatwi yɛwɔ bi wɔ hɔnom kɔkɔbe yɛwɔ asase wɔ hɔ a yɛtɔn santase life ɔna yɛwɔ bi wɔ hɔnom a yɛtɔn enti frɛ no ma sɛ si a anaa ɛkyerɛ abra Kumasi City Mall wofrɛ a wobaa office hɔnom a yɛne wode bɛdi nkɔmmɔ kamakama 0546 732018 0546 732018 frɛ sɛ si ana baabi biara wopɛ ɛdan atɔ asase atɔ no frɛ na yɛne wodi nkɔmmɔ kamakama strong properties lawyer.
Thank you. Baby, I do not feel them. Matisse, trust. Dr. Magashi, ABA,
the hospital.
Fine, Papa.
Amagashi, the second Jesus.
Wow.
Now, hospital will be no. Friday, no. Yasam go to
Nipa buy.
Nipa. Na me who be that. It is true. Never da Mr. Mpiani.
Okay.
Commander Central. Ashanti commander our krumi ase Mr. Mpiani be den ase also ba be tie chipa papa Amagashi nipa bad ayefufo yanga sa krowura esuma ne bofo ma ne yeden e be tie chire kama atitu musicians me hu chasa me hu dia menka osa e ba no utwe hospital ka video su bi anka lawyer ka hwe Amagashi na say minimum go nti oma eso obala be transfer okasa na
wa because and we say case
ala bi be senior no ye yi epie video senior
why juma mine
o sa be si kra obo ase
oh wow
obo ase and the whole Ghana hospital be fe pa we say ke video na ko bi ehue ti Amagashi de
enti no bebi edu no de me sign off na mo de Amagashi abehwemu enti tiefo nyame nhyɛ na ɔma yɛ adepa bi ɛnkyeɛ da sɛ ne ɛbɛsɛ hyɛ mu biom bye bye.